We hear in the Gospels many times that Jesus speaks about prayer. Even the disciples ask him, Lord, teach us how to pray. But in very few occasions, we find Jesus' words addressed to our Heavenly Father in prayer. And one of the most powerful prayers that Jesus is addressing to our Heavenly Father is on the Mount of Olives. That intimacy that is between a father and a son. When Jesus tells our Heavenly Father, Abba, Father, all things are possible to you. Take this cup away from me, not what I will, but what you will. First, to call God Father Abba. We find the image that Jesus himself has given us in the Our Father, but again, that's exactly how he refers to God. Abba. Abba in Aramaic is a word that expresses intimacy. Some biblical scholars, they say that it means, for us in English, daddy. It's a way how to speak to God in a tender way. How we relate to God depends a lot in the image that we have of God. Sometimes we need to ask ourselves, what image do I have of God? Sometimes we do not see God as a father, but as an enemy of our humanity. And then what Jesus also says, all things are possible to you, is recognizing that he's addressing a Heavenly Father that is capable to do anything, that is able to answer to his prayers. That's why he's speaking to him, and therefore he makes a request to our Heavenly Father. Take this cup away from me. Take away this cup from me. That's also a prayer that many times we say to God. God, take away this sickness from me. God, take away these problems from me. God, take away this unity that is in my family. God, take away my unemployment. God, take away my addictions. It is in those words of Jesus to our Heavenly Father that we also ourselves identify with those words. That we can also imitate Jesus to bring everything to him, to the one who has the power to do everything. But at the same time, the last words are those words from Jesus. Not what I will, but your will. It's always the inner struggle for us as believers. That we struggle, that we have our own plans, we have our own dreams. There are the things that we want to do. And many times, God is inviting us to do something very different. God is inviting us to go to a different direction. And that speaks about the inner struggle that all of us experience in trying to follow Jesus, but at the same time, to do our own thing. But it is in our yes to God that we find our true fulfillment. It is in our yes to God that we find true freedom to become the people that God is inviting us to do. It is in the yes to God that Jesus will give on the cross, and it's also the yes that Mary says to God. Each one of us during this time of Lent, we're also being invited to renew our yes to God.